Hello everybody, this is Douglas from Other Than Intended Purposes. Jack's behind the camera. I have a different kind of video for you. I know, I've done a lot of flashlights lately. I'm done with flashlights for a little while, although I did win one recently, so you do have one coming, but it's going to be a couple weeks to let me get used to it. At the time of this filming, I looked on YouTube and no one else has done a review of this yet, so this is other than the actual Smoky Mountain Knife Works infomercial review they do every week. I think I'm the first one to have a YouTube on this. Years ago, and every once in a while since then, people have given me crap because I carry a rather large pocket knife. Well, I just got one as a gift that is even bigger. And I'm going to have to admit right off the top that as much as I love this, it's too long for my back pocket. The clip doesn't catch on my jeans. I carried it today. I was out doing some stuff with a friend and with Jack, and I had it today, and it just felt like it was going to fall out of my pocket because it's too long. But this is the Rough Ryder Giant Wharncliffe Flipper. It is a liner lock. It has a, one moment, .25" blade. I just brought up the page. Haha. 5.25" blade, 0.15 inches thick, closed length of 6.5 inches. It's a satin finish, has 1-inch wide blade, it's a flat grind, overall length is 11.75 inches, no, that is not a misprint. It is massive. Now, I have big hands. Everybody that does knife reviews, they say, oh, this is so big, and they've got like itty bitty hands. Here's a knife that a lot of people know about. This is my Brothers of Bushcraft. This is the full size one, not the 3.5 one. And when I grip that handle, I've got a pretty good coverage on that, on the scales. The exposed pommel's there, but my hand is pretty close to even with that scale, and I'm up into the handguard. Not true with this one. Now, aside from being rather large and a Wharncliffe, which I like me a Wharncliffe, this has got really nice textured G10 scales that have a grippy feeling to them without being grabby. I prefer micarta over G10 a lot of times, but I have to say that for G10 this is a really nice, comfortable scale. It does have red G10 liners as well. It is an open frame, which makes it a lot easier to clean. I like it when you can just blow through instead of having to try to dig stuff out. It is, oh, it has a lanyard hole. I'm not big on lanyards for pocket knives, but it has a lanyard hole. It has some really nice texturing. It's got some scalloping for your fingers there. The flipper becomes a finger guard, which is kind of common. In my personal opinion, the pocket clip is a little bit short for the length of the handle. Now, I like that it's a deep carry if I was ever going to put it in the front pocket, which I wouldn't. This is big. But to put it in my back pocket, I would want it a good inch longer. Because right now, only about, I'd say, 3/8 of an inch catches on my pocket when I try to put it in my back pocket. But this is a very well-made knife. It came really centered. it takes almost no push to get that to snap all the way out, and when it snaps in, that liner lock comes in pretty decent. You've got pretty good lockup on it. I'm not going to bang on it because, well, I don't want to. But I always thought it was silly to bang on them. I've done it a few times, but I still thought it was silly. But this has a really, really nice fit and finish, and it's amazingly I looked it up. It's amazingly inexpensive for the amount of work or amount of material you're getting. Oops, that one didn't quite make it. There we go. This is not a knife that I would whittle with. It's a little bit long for that. But it is one that I would use for a lot of different tasks. One task that my knives are asked to do on a regular basis because I'm German is slice up some sausage. So with that Wharncliffe blade, you've got a good, nice flat edge on the bottom there, and you can get yourself some good sausage cuts. That's all I'm going to cut because I need to eat them after I cut them. I'll put this away for later. I don't want any more than that at the moment. But this is, there's not a lot extra I can say about a pocket knife other than the fact that it's got really nice lockup, really good centering. The action on it is smooth as silk. With something this big, I actually expected to need to use a lot of wrist action to get it open. But you saw I wasn't moving my wrist at all. That was just my finger on the flipper. And to let you see, out of the box, this sucker, oops, that was my fault, not the knives. This sucker came out sharp. Sharp, 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 sharp. So, if you know someone, including yourself, because you're someone, that really likes just big folding knives, this is really well made. It's nice materials. What is the steel on it? Sorry if I'm just like drifting off camera for a second. Blade material is T10 carbon steel. I'm not familiar with T10, but carbon's good. But that was a little bit extra wrist action that didn't need to be there on that one. There we go. With no wrist action at all, that sucker snaps open. But this is a really nice looking knife. I like the little, it's not really a swedge, and it's in the back instead of the front, but it's got, I guess you could call that a false swedge. But just a little bit of an introduction to this. And again, for size comparison, this is the full-size bob, 4.5-inch blade bob. One other real quick thing, I was talking to my son about this earlier. While this will not fit in the back pocket of my jeans, I like to wear overalls. I have a pair of overalls and I like them. My overalls have a little tool pocket on the side that sometimes I'd put a flashlight or something like that in, that is fully deep enough that I'll probably have this be my overalls. I have bib overalls. This will be my bib overall knife, and leave my cricket for my jean knife, blue jean knife. So that's all I got for you tonight. Just wanted something real quick. Enjoy yourself, have fun, get out in the woods, and whatever you do, be safe.